Mengo disi mwara kwa yini kumbo. Engo pa mene fie ke mi. Pere pa mene fie ke mi. Anumra ko ya pa mene fie ke mi. Mo pa me.
Sir, please, what's your name, sir?
My name is Honorable Comrade Paul Ebizimor, President J. King Online Promoters Worldwide.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, we just have a few questions for you, sir. Please, can you tell us some of the legacies that late King Robert Ebizimor left behind before he died to the cold ends of death?
Let me first appreciate the whole Ijaw nation, most especially the King Robert Ebizimor Fans Club of Sabama, for continually honoring our late musical icon, whom while he was alive has contributed enormous to the growth of Ijaw nation. Of course, for we the younger ones, some of the legacies left behind by the late musical icon, whom until his demise was the numupere one of Ijaw nation, was by using the Ijaw music to be preaching unity amongst us as Ijaw people, and also telling to the Nigerian state the position of we the Ijaw people, how marginalized we are, how they have melted injustice on us. So King Robert Ebizimor, for the legacies he left, is to ensure that the Ijaw people should use the music. Those who are gifted on that skill should use the music to be preaching to the world that there are people called Ijaw people residing in these parts of the world, and also telling the Nigerian state our challenges we are facing as Ijaw people in the Nigerian state.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, also we've been hearing about this man, King Robert Ebizimor, late King Robert Ebizimor. Me personally, I don't know him that much. So, sir, can you just tell us little things you know about him, sir?
Well, he is one of the musical legends we have ever had in the Ijaw nation. As somebody who not just he did not just monopolize Ijaw music, but he also ensure that younger ones were given the opportunity, meaning there are so many of the Ijaw musicians currently making exploits in the musical industry that we are trained and bred up by him. That is to let you know that the man was generous in heart. So King Robert Ebizimor, as we know, is a legend that we have missed. So he has done so many things, and part of them we admire so much is the training and retraining, the engaging of the persons he identified to be having that skill, whom he brought them closer to himself and ensure that he mentored them to where they are before the sudden demise of him. So for we are very grateful that today those persons whom he left behind are doing it very well on behalf of him.
Okay, thank you, sir. One more last question, please. Yes, sir. Over time, the likes of Lucky Dube, Bob Marley, they have Bob Marley Day, even Boro Day, like that, and so on. So, what is your message to the viewers all over the world?
Well, for me, not just a message to the viewer all over the world, but to the government and the people of Bayelsa and Ijaw as an ethnic nationality. Let us, as usual, make out this day very significant, special, to honor our late King Robert Ebizimor. I want to draw from what you said, the likes of late Bob Marley and Lucky Dubes. They are people who, in their own way, people are honoring them, and it is a global thing that they are celebrating. For we, our late King Robert Ebizimor even did more than this person. So there is need for we to reserve this day. Let this day be sacrosanct for all Ijaw people, wherever you are. That day, nobody should be playing any other music except King Robert Ebizimor's music, in order to keep him fresh in our memories.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate. Thank you for your time, and God bless you, sir. I remember my humble self, Okolo Peramabawe Silva, one of the media personnel to Alfred J. King and the Because of Love crew. Thank you, and God bless you. Okay, we are still.
Go Puma, come on, go Puma, come on. I am Puma, come on, you put some on the
Remembrance is taking place, and here we are with one of his sons.
Go Puma, come on.
Well, my name is Mr. Ebizimor Bralade Douglas.
Okay, thank you very much. Sir, we just have a few questions for you. Sir, please, can you just tell us the contribution late King Robert Ebizimor did towards the emancipation of a John nation?
There are so many songs that he sang concerning the emancipation of the Ijaw people, telling them that, look, my people, let's come together. Let's push one cause. Formerly, before now, you know very well that we were having, in the southern part of Nigeria, we are having that of the west and the east. Ijaws, we are being divided into these two. Then at some point, I remember one of the songs, I cannot remember vividly the name of the song, but he said, Ijaws, why is it that we are the middle persons? We are there to be used as instruments, as destruction. For example, the East and West will be contesting for an election. They will project us, put us at the front, killing ourselves. To an extent, I know and understand that late King Robert Ebizimor, my own dad and Ijaw Nation's father, he has contributed immensely to the emancipation of the Ijaw people. If you can listen to his song, you will get the message there. There are so many of them out there. Try patronize them.
Okay, thank you, sir. And one more last question, sir. What do you have to tell the viewers all over the world, across the globe today concerning your dad?
Well, my father, I would say, is a pastor, a preacher, a doctor, and anything you can compare him of as far as his positive impact. You can refer him to all positive things on earth. Why I say so, some of his songs, you will see that he will be there comforting the poor, the average man, the man that is just striving in the society. Like a song he sang, that even the same complaint the rich man is making is as well the same complaint that the poor man will make. Why I say so, or why King said so, is because a rich man will not be comfortable in his house, sleeping, because he will be thinking how tomorrow will be, how the next day will be. But the poor man, in fact, he will be even more comfortable. So the king at some point, he was a comforter, he was a healer, he was a preacher, he was a father. Then to me, myself, I see him as a God. Not the Jehovah God in heaven, but this earthly God. If today one person can come and go and worship one ancestor and say this one is a god, then King Robert Ebizimor is a king and is a god.
Thank you very much.
Kanoya kumudu tiba mi braka kimisa biya tiba kimisa pera kan na wari mi. Ama yo tuo me gba no mo na na woro tuo aba na yo ko mo ba ya amene. Yo ko ti o ka mu ma. Tuka. Oh. Angazi oba. Ate kama tu ba siana. E mama timi o wari ba. Ate kama wari ba karana. Photo bo. Ate kama sele na. Ani ataka ba tu me. Nene sele na.
My name is Mrs. Benaibi Ebizimor.
Okay, are you the first or the second daughter?
I am the third daughter.
Yes. Okay, ma'am, please just tell us some little things about your dad's early life, ma'am, please.
Actually, my father's early life, before my father went to Port Harcourt to learn how to play guitar. That was the year I was, according to my mother, I was born. So his initial life, he was a palm tapper. He was struggling from Ndoro Bush. He went to Ndoro Bush to tap palm wine, struggling till his relatives from Ozobo now said, come over to Ozobo now. Ozobo palm wines are better than Endoro. Come now, after all, you are our sister's son. They now called my father, and my father now went to Ozobo and he was doing this palm wine tapper. But before he get to palm wine tapper, he started with this digging of sand, gravel. This digging of gravel business, that was what he was doing to take care of his family until he now went into the palm wine tapping. After the palm wine tapping, he now there was one of his brother called Fedode. So he said he was that Fedode was living at this thing, Port Harcourt. He was a big man in those days. So he knew my father very well. And my father was a small boy to this Fedode. So at the end of the day, Fedode now sent for my father while he was in the bush doing this tapping work. He said he has a very small brother that is singing. His voice is so good. I want him to come to Port Harcourt and learn one or two things so that he will in turn become a musician, because he has seen my father doing this singing thing even while he was in the tapping bush, and he knows his talent a little. So he now sent for him and took him to Port Harcourt, and he started learning guitar with David Poole. So after there, he now formed a local band and started playing. People all over Ijaw Nation started hiring my father to go and play in the communities. In those days, they were giving him just a little money, but he would go and do more than even that money that they gave to him. So that was how it was. So a lot of things happened even at that time. But according to my father, he said he was seeing himself. No, he was reasoning that this music thing will not favor him. Let him go to school. When he wants to go to school, there is nobody to pay him. There is nothing he will do, even after marriage. So he now struggled with that typing thing. At the end of the day, he now go to Port Harcourt, and he started from that place. That was where he started till today. God called him back. That was the little thing I know about my father. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mommy. We appreciate. But Ma, before we cut, what is your message for the viewers all over the world, please?
The viewers, this very man we are celebrating is a very nice man. And he's nice, he's a very good man. His good does not end in his family alone. To others all over. Initially, when we were small, when we are very little, my father was taking care of his uncle's children, sister's children. Most of them, he paid them to become a graduate, and they are making it today. So we, his children, now later he said we too should go to school when we come of age. So he now paid all of us to school. As my father's children, we're about 22 now. 22 of us is not more than 2 persons that have not gone to school. Every other person is a graduate, master's degree, PhD. It is only professor who've not got it now, but we still got it. So that's that we are doing well. And it is all because of the father we have. Because initially this man want us. Initially he does not want us to go into his kind of music. He said he doesn't want. We said no, we want to do music with him. My father said no, he do not. That we should go to school. Because he was not educated. A lot of things denied him because of the level he find himself. Even though he's a talented man, he's a musician, does not make anything. It does not mean anything. He could have been a talented man and a graduate also, but because there was nobody to bring him up to that level. So because of that pain, this man used pain to take care of. His children, make sure the children went to university and graduate. So as you see, we are all doing well, we are managing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you for your time. God bless you, Ma.
Aditio Warba.